Hi Scorpios, and welcome to your March 2022 General Tarot Forecast. This is Sky, coming on to talk to you about your energies in the month of March. What an incredible series of events appearing to be lined up for you. I'm so excited to chat with you guys a little bit about the month of March, as it is a huge one in our collective progress. As usual, I'll be doing intuitive messages, a week-to-week tarot forecast, and an extended reading, which will be linked below on Patreon. If it resonates, be sure to subscribe and hit the thumbs up button if you liked it. Okay, so March 2022, likely a transformation for you. We have major Pisces stelliums coming in, Sun, Jupiter, Neptune, inner planets trining you, as well as the South Node being in your sign. So this can be a very healing time for you. It looks like a well-deserved progress. Not that hard, not that overwhelming. It does not have to be an uphill battle in any way. I see a complete range of increasing solar plexus energy. Look at all the yellow in this reading. I'm seeing easier time achieving what you've had to work so hard previously to achieve. I'm seeing a general level of abundance, aside new horizons, and I'm also seeing clarity and a lack of foggy confusion and previously debilitating unsureness. So getting from where you were to here could be weird. Okay, February could have been very odd. The last few months could have been very odd. And I think at long last, you are kind of in a place where you're more prepared to actually move toward what you want. But at the same time, with that comes a mourning or a difficulty as you let go of the previous, or as you see that actually there's something a lot better for you out there. And it's just now come in. It's not something you're having to work that hard to push for. So your two major arcana cards are the Sun and the Empress. So you should be getting sunlight. You should be quite daytime oriented now, I feel, to offset the super nocturnal energy of the Pisces season and your South Node homecoming. Also, I feel that your creative capacity is increasing, and your popularity or your ability to build new things is also at a high here. The only problem area, you have the Seven of Wands, which is having too much to face, or feeling also worried that people will turn against you. All of this benevolence could make you feel like, gosh, what if someone doesn't like me doing so well? What if other people become upset at my prosperity? So that is possible, and you could see that you have to kind of keep your guard up about people, disappointed in your well-being, but at the same time, you're on higher ground, and you don't seem to me to be threatened in any way. So I think the main thing about March for you is to realize that you've done it, or you've come past a certain point. You're no longer in a certain difficulty. You no longer are in a state of trauma or are in a state of poverty, I feel. And because of that, you have to start adjusting, okay? You have to start creating a new muscle memory. You have to leave the desperate feelings behind. Because, again, if I'm seeking difficulty during this time, it deals with Scorpio still being in that poverty mindset, or still being in that crucial place where they've got to work so hard to achieve a certain result, or, bust themselves into a difficult momentum just to pay the bills or something. And it's you could still be doing that out of habit, and it's unnecessary now. It's completely out of time as well. I think this is the second month in the row that you have the Empress coming up. So it's you've kind of done the hard stuff, and now you can let some nice things come to you. Also, intuitively, I'm feeling for this month that you have to reflect, and you have to look at everything that you have and ask yourself, can I take on more? Because you want to be careful about, being like the Emperor here, choosing to start a new project, choosing to take on new stuff, choosing to change stuff consciously. It feels more like things change on their own with your permission, or things change on their own autonomously without you having to try that hard now. So watch out for huge, deliberate changes at this time, because it kind of feels like you've got a good momentum set. And taking as much time as you can in Pisces season, so the first 2 weeks, to just kind of journey with these different paths that are opening up to you. The Three of Wands coming up. It's like you've got maybe 3 different ways you can move forward here. I would really see the way that each of these options expands you for like 5 years on the other side. And don't go crazy with this. Like, try to move past this by the time of the equinox. You know, by then you want to just kind of be in first person again. But you can spend some time in Pisces season enjoying yourself and thinking about the way that momentum will be working with you. And by the equinox, so that 3rd week, the 7 of Pentacles rooted down by the Empress, you want to be sort of crowned, or you want to be okay with the way that things are. You want to kind of be in a state of acceptance about the general momentum now. So we should see a shaking off of the constant worrying. Have I done stuff right? Have I made the right call? Have I, done it? Do I need to make a change? Do I need to change something? Do I need to throw something away? Do I need to gain something? Like that whole like polarized thought process should be going away. So whatever you can do to facilitate that, whether this is like verification, whether this is, dialoguing with yourself about why things are the way that they are, whatever it is, try to find more acceptance there. And I think by the end of March, you're on a major downhill progress, on a major downhill slide to a victory. So let's talk about your week to week. In the first week, you've got the Sun rooted down by the 7 of Wands. It's a lot of work, I feel, or there's a lot of facing like 6 different things. You're holding one major thing in your hand and you're like trying to look at 6 other things, and you're maybe too wired. Okay, it's kind of like a live wire of electric energy. With the North Node opposing you with Uranus and Taurus, it's like a huge electrification, solar energy. It's almost like you're having such an expansion of energy and more energy to do things. So you want to treasure that, and you want to use that in a way that's not going to burn you out and not going to be meaningless at the end of the day. So meaningful use of electric energy, meaningful use of your own life force energy is the most important thing now. And things that you can do to offset it is to be in the sunlight, to also leave behind or allow a cleansing for any like turmoil based stuff like addictions or emotional coping mechanisms that are reliant on any type of medias or any type of weird areas of life. Those things need to be cleansed out now, because you're getting such a download of electric energy like from the universe that you need to be using that for good things, or you need to be using that for your own growth and the growth of others and the growth of your family, instead of like the indulgence in certain things. Second week, you have the Knight of Pentacles rooted down by the Queen of Wands. So new things are growing here, and we have to kind of see new crops or new seeds being planted. You've got Page of Pentacles at the end of the month too, so you have a lot of stuff growing, or you have a lot of different things that you're facilitating here. And I think that you have to start putting your attention towards some new things during this time. You will be more favorable, I feel, with Queen of Wands coming up there, or more popular, more creative as well in these new areas than in the super old areas. Week 3, you have the 7 of Pentacles rooted down by the Empress. So, yeah, you are kind of enjoying just taking a reflective place here and not having to push that hard on anything, not having to go a million miles an hour. You kind of like sitting back now, or you like just kind of receiving, and you like a reflective space, I feel. And you want to give that to yourself. A few different projects, a few different ways that you can advance yourself. This does not have to be a crazy experience now. Like, you can basically exist in your own power or in your own right now, and you might not have to rely that much on other people, or they might just not have that much control over you now. So there's a autonomy that you've built here, or there's a reflective sort of status quo that you have in your life now that I feel is very empowering and very healing. So congratulations, Scorpio. This should be a congratulatory time. This should not be a, I'm freaked out or I'm wired or I'm like not understanding why I've done what I've done. This should be a rewarding, celebratory time. Week 4, 3 of Wands, rooted down by the Page of Pentacles. We have new horizons, okay? We have brand new things coming in. We have, being smaller in a situation or being new in a situation, developing a new muscle memory, learning a new craft, learning a new skill. Understanding, by like the next equinox, sometimes, when you've got like all this Empress energy coming in and this, so well-established energy, like sometimes we have to think out pretty far and maybe you need to think about like, okay, a year from now, there's going to be a completely new journey. And how can I prepare myself for that with valor and with strength? So let's talk about these perceived new journeys that could be coming in either this equinox or in the oncoming times in your extended reading on Patreon, Scorpios. You can click below or in the center of your screen to get that extended reading. Thank you so much, and I hope you have a beautiful month. Much love. Bye.